everybody, Robert Nichols with a daily training video here, specifically for little dragons and junior students, just to work on some balance and some coordination, some fun things and activities that they can do at home as well. So this one's going to be specifically, like I said, balance and a little bit of jumping just to work on body coordination. One of the things we look for when we're getting ready to move little dragons up to the junior class is a certain amount of body control and equilibrium. Which means, if they have a very easy time jumping on one leg, but they have a very difficult time jumping on the other, there's something wrong there in their left and right side coordination. So we try to work on that. A couple of different things you can do is pick a line, any line. You can put a stick on the ground, you can put a line on the ground, you can have a doorway on a door jamb, something that just goes across the bottom there. I'm going to use the line on the floor that we use here, and work on the feet together, because this is a thing if you find kids are jumping with one leg and the other as opposed to both at the same time. So just hands up, because it's always a good habit to get into, and work on jumping forward and jumping back across that line. It's not about how crazy high they get in the ground, it's about that it's happening at the same moment, forward and back. You can even then have them turn to the side and do it that way as well, if you want to use that same line. Or if you have tape you're okay putting on the ground, or something you can make an X with, you can even have them jumping in a box through all four lines. Or even just forward, back, side, side. Forward, back, side, side. You'll find even as an adult, play around, do it. It's not so easy, the way that we do it. So getting them in that mobility is a very big deal. Another thing you can do then is, like I said, do the same thing one-legged. And again, we're not looking for a crazy amount of height. We're looking that they're not doing one jump and falling down. So there's a certain amount of self-control to it, which is also why we look at it for the little dragon students, because we're looking that they can control that same side to side, that same forward back, and can they do the same thing on the other foot? Forward, back, side, side. I'm sure a lot of times in the class you've seen us use the long lines that we have on the floor. If you can mimic that at home, a piece of string, really long, stretched out, something along those lines, you can use the same thing. So cameraman can turn with me a little bit here, but you can use these same lines and work on jumping down the floor across the line, just hopping, staying on the line. You're talking two different perceptual ideas. If we get them, okay, I'm going to jump across the line one side to the other, they know they have to move a certain distance, which is what we're looking for them to do. If we want them to specifically stay on the line, you're looking for that forward motor control. So they're going this way and not going, oh, I missed the line, I missed the line, I missed the line. So they're little fun activities you can do. Make a game out of it. How many jumps can you do in a certain amount of time? Mom or dad, somebody sit down on the ground and put one leg out. And now they've got to jump over that leg, or hopping from one foot to the other over that leg. Okay, put both legs out. How many jumps can you do in 30 seconds? How many jumps in a row can you do before you fall down? Track it, make a mark. Say, okay, we're going to see how many jumps you can do before you stop or fall down. Okay, tomorrow we're going to do the same thing. Let's see how you do it. Let's see if we can improve the numbers. So some of those little fun activities and things you can do. When we're also continuing to think about balance, because we're talking about balance and jumping, I'm going to back up all the way to the wall here. You can use a wall at home. You can use holding onto the back of the couch. Anything you want them holding about shoulder length. I don't want them holding like this, because they have a tendency to lean into that. I want it here. And work on the balance of bringing the leg up with the knee pointed in a straight line. So not here, but up here. It's a lot harder. And extending the leg. Okay, this works on the front kick, but the idea is once you use the wall and you get them used to that for a while, take them away from the wall. Make them come off the wall and work on that idea of balancing the leg out, back, down, over and over. So it's a lot of balance that comes into that they're not flailing around when they do it, being silly, keeping those hands in. And again, make a game out of it. How high can you get the leg without bending over? We don't want them to do this. It's not here, okay? Body posture very tall when you're working on doing it. So, a couple fun things you can do. Please record them doing it. Send it to us, all right? We want to see it, all right? Stay safe, have fun. We'll see you soon.